Welcome everybody to look at a brand new Indicator box set release, and it is Columbia Horror. So this has 6 films from between 1932 to 1944, from the classic era of horror, and therefore they're all in black and white. So yeah, there are only 6,000 of these have been made, and I've got number 276. So yeah, been really looking forward to this because I am a massive fan of classic horror films from the 30s and 40s. So yeah, let's take a quick look at each film. But inevitably, I will be reviewing each individual film on their own merits. So yeah, we won't go into too much detail on each film, but we will still nonetheless look at them. So yeah, the first film is from 1932 and it is Behind the Mask. So this is directed by John Francis Dillon, and it's about a Secret Service agent who nabs a scalpel happy doctor who runs drugs in caskets. So main reason I'm looking forward to this is because it does have Boris Karloff in it. This is right around the time that he was becoming properly famous after being in the likes of Frankenstein. So and the Mummy as well, same year as this. So yeah, really looking forward to this purely because of him. But it also does star Jack Holt, who I've seen in a couple of films before, and yeah, it does look fairly interesting. And then on the same disc, we also have Black Moon from 1934, directed by Roy William Neal, who is most famous for doing the majority of the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes films. So this is about a woman returning to a Highland birthplace, finds herself drawn to a voodoo cult. So Behind the Mask clocks in at 69 minutes long, and Black Moon also clocks in at 69 minutes long. So one big thing I like about classic horror films like this is how short they are. Not to a fault, but in a way that makes them easy to digest, but also enjoyable. In the fact that they don't overstay their welcome. And then on the second disc, we have from 1935 Airhawk. So this is directed by Albert S. Rogel. So a small independent air delivery service is menaced by a mad scientist with a death ray machine that blows up planes in mid-flight. So yeah, don't think I've seen much from the director before. I think I've seen a few films from Ralph Bellamy. Um, but still, sounds like an interesting premise, although it's probably going to have a lot of charming but obvious miniatures inside the film. So yeah, and then on the same disc, we also have from 1940 Island of Doomed Men. So this is directed by Charles Barton, and an undercover agent is wrongly punished for murder. Is paroled to a remote tropical island with a diamond mine slave labor, which is run by a sadistic foreigner. So this has Peter Lorre in it, and that's the main reason why I'm looking forward to seeing that one, because he's a fantastic actor, been in many a horror film that I've enjoyed. So hopefully he lives up to his previous efforts. And then on the third and final disc, 2 films per disc, 3 discs in general. So yeah, from 1944, we have Cry of the Werewolf. So this is directed by Henry Levin. I think I've seen 5 or 6 films from him before, but I think this is also my first horror film from him. So a young gypsy girl turns into a wolf to destroy her enemies. So yeah, sounds like a kind of classic werewolf kind of film. And then on the same disc, we have, oh, get the disc the right way around, that'd be helpful. Uh, the Soul of a Monster from 1944 as well. So it's directed by Will Jason. A man recovers on his deathbed after his wife makes a mysterious pact with a strange woman. But is he really alive? So yeah, forgot to say that Airhawks clocks in at 69 minutes long, and what's the one? Island of Doom Men clocks in at 67 minutes long, and Cry of the Werewolf clocks in at 63 minutes long, and The Soul of a Monster clocks in at 62 minutes long. So none of the films are above an hour 10, and that's perfectly fine with me. I feel like horror films that can clock in under 80 minutes is a kind of a lost art form nowadays. There haven't been very many that are like that in the last few years, and yeah, I do think yeah, we're kind of missing out on some classic, B movie kind of tropes and entertainment in that regard. We also have a booklet with a couple of shots from the films. Not sure which one's which, but I guess I'll find out when I eventually watch them. So inside the booklet, we have a cast and crew for each individual film. And then we have, in terms of Behind the Mask, The Woman Who Dared by Bethan Roberts from 2024. And then Hollywood, This Man Appear Hollywood Makes This Man Appear a Monster by John C. Moffat from 1932. I imagine that's about Boris Karloff. And then in terms of Black Moon, we have Only Half Alive by Ellen Wright from 2024. And then The Luckiest Girl in Hollywood by Edith Dietz from 1934. And then in terms of Airhawks, we have Terror in the Skies by Sergio Angelini from 2024. And then The Death of Wiley Post. So that's probably an obituary about the actor, as I believe he's in, yeah, he's a second lead in that film. And then in terms of Island of Doomed Men, we have Doomed Man by Paul Duane from 2024. And then we have Rochelle Hudson, 24-year-old screen vets, Chuck's drama roles becomes glamour girl by Paul Harrison from 1940. So Rochelle Hudson, was she in Island of Doomed Men? Yeah, she's second lead in that by the looks of things. And then in terms of Cry of the Werewolf, we've got Columbia's Unusual Queen of Horror by Tim Snelson from 2024. And then from 1944, we have Exploiting the Cry of the Werewolf. And then in terms of The Soul of a Monster, we have It's a Cockeyed World by Jeff Billington from 2024. And also from the same person from 2024, we have Rose Hobart versus California. And then we have Don't Kill Your Friends and About the Presentations and Indicator Credit. So Don't Kill Your Friends, what's that? It's a short film from 1943. It's a Navy training short. So yeah, that's a thing that these kind of indicator box sets do a lot of, is they put in shorts from the time period that the box set is set around. They also usually try and include a actor or a director that's part of that short as well, and they've done that with this one as well, as it has Nina Fock in it, who was in, I think she was in Black Moon, was it? Nope. Which one are you in? Yeah, Cry of the Werewolf. So yeah, they try and incorporate an actor or a director or sometimes both into a short film who are part of the film in the box set itself. So yeah, it's always interesting that they do that. And in terms of the presentations, Behind the Mask, Black Moon, Airhawks, Island of Doom Men, Cry of the Werewolf, and Soul of a Monster were all sourced from Sony's HD remasters, and the film's original mono soundtracks were remastered at the same time. And Don't Kill Your Friends, the short film just talked about, was transferred in high definition from a 35mm fine grain master composite print by the US National Archives and Records Administration, also known as NARA. So yeah, it's cool that they've even done some work with the short film there. They could have just easily found a bare minimum basic version and just gone with that. So yeah, we will talk about all of the extras on the discs themselves when we come to reviewing each individual film. But I like the box artwork. That's clearly Boris Karloff by the looks of things, with his kind of like ghoulish hands. And yeah, got that on the side. And yeah, that's all the stuff on the back. So yeah, seems like a well-rounded box set in terms of the horror films. A nice varied kind of amount. You've got your mad scientists, you've got your ghouls, you've got your werewolves, and such and such. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all of them for the most part. The only one I'm a little bit hesitant about is Black Moon, because I have heard it's a little bit controversial in terms of its depiction of natives on whatever island they're on. So yeah, that's the one I'm a little bit hesitant about. But the rest do look really rather good. But maybe Black Moon will surprise me, and maybe it won't be as bad as some people have said it is. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching. I look forward to reviewing each of these 6 films in the future. The first one should be out on Wednesday. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.